Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We talk about these NBA trades 2026. First off, I'm gonna say I can just say off first of all, Brooklyn Nets they they going for the first pick. They ain't even worried about this year. They want the first draft pick. Let me go look at. I don't know if that's on the East Coast where I feel like going for the first draft pick. And let me look. Kings is in the last spot. They made a choice. Okay, so Pelicans is on the West Coast. Pelicans is on the West Coast, and it looks like they just went for the. They're going for the first pick because the Pelicans didn't make any trades, and they needed to. At least I can stay with the Kings. Why I didn't pick Kings, and the Kings are in the last spot. Why I didn't pick the Kings, even though they're in the last spot, is because they made something try to happen with DeAndre Hunter. That's a good little player they picked up. That was nice. So off rip, we can say the Kings, they was fired with what they did in 2026, even though they really kind of not was fired because Kings had too many point guards over there. I don't know why you had Schroeder and Russell Westbrook over there. That was just horrible. But I see what the league has turned into. It turned into small ball, a point guard league. That's why I'm ready to come back and play basketball. Yeah, I'm about to get in shape for 2026, and I'll come. I'm gonna try out for a few teams in 2027. But yeah, Kings had too many point guards over there. They did pretty. They was fired with picking up DeAndre Hunter. Okay, let's talk about the Hawks. The Hawks picked up C.J. McCollum, Corey Crispin, Jonathan Kuminga, and Buddy Hield. We already seen it with Jonathan Kuminga last night. He dropped like 40 or something or a day ago. So that was the fire trade anyway. I like all those people they got because you got a C.J. McCollum that's less expensive and do the same thing as Trey Young. So he can do the same thing Trey Young. I mean, not to knock it, but I haven't seen what Trey Young really. I haven't really. I'm not wowed by Trey Young yet. Maybe I had to see some more. I haven't really watched the whole game with him, so let me. This year, I'm getting back in basketball because of this channel. So I'm gonna watch. I'm back to be watching basketball too for the rest of this year because next year I should be in shape trying to try out for these teams. But anyway, the Wizards, the Wizards grade, they picked up Trey Young, Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, Dante Exum. Did you hear that right there? I don't know who Jaden Hardy is, but that's a squad right there just off the trade. So Wizards, y'all got a fire job. Y'all did a fire job. That's amazing. Cause go ahead. This year looking bad. But even if you finish out strong, but you don't have to, sit down, Anthony Davis. Let Trey Young keep getting his feet wet. Let Trey Young ball out. As long as Trey Young ain't hurt. If Trey Young hurt, because I was seeing him sit down. So you can let Trey Young and Anthony Davis sit down and heal up for next year, and y'all gonna be amazing. But you can let D'Angelo, Russell, and Dante Exum ball out for the rest of this season. But I think they might want to. Let me see what standings they in. The Wizards. Let me go back to the East Coast. I'm trying to learn this stuff. I'm gonna get y'all to get the go yard, so y'all can see what I'm looking at. While I'm trying to learn it. Make sure you subscribe so I can really get locked in here, and I don't gotta do my packaging jobs and stuff like that. Okay, Wizards. Yeah, they in the 13th position, so it can fluctuate. They can fall to the last spot, so they not tripping. They still gonna get a good draft. They definitely gonna get a good draft, so that's looking good. So the Wizards was fire, Hawk was fire, Kings was fire. Okay, Pistons. We picked up Kevin Hudier and Daro Sarkic. Um, that's not fire. You already got Kevin Hudier over there with Duncan Robinson that y'all paid a lot of money. That wasn't nice either. Um, Dario Sarkic. It looks good now. Let me give you a mid fire. You got a mid fire. You got a little baby fire burner because Stewart was that was a very smart move. But I told my wife as we watch it, you need guys like that as a basketball team. Y'all are supposed to jump in there and fight, but you was way out the loop. You ain't have to come way all the way over there. And if what's the name didn't want that issue, you didn't have to do the issue harder than him. What's the name was all right with it. He was Durant was taking it. He was cool with it. So Stewart, you messed up. You kicked off for the rest of the season. So the Pistons on their trade by getting Dario Saric or whatever, that was a mid fire. They trade was mid fire. It was halfway there. Okay. Timberwolves. You get some cash and you get Ayo DeSilmo and Julian Phillips. I think that's a fire trade. You got to I ain't checked their height, but they look like they some good nice long small forwards that can run. They really need a little power forward, a small forward that can really shoot. But they look like they can run the floor too. Okay, so I get a Wolves a fire. Celtics, I'm gonna give y'all fire. Celtics, y'all for what y'all just did. I seen y'all just beat did y'all beat somebody with Nikola Vukic and y'all little setup strings. Y'all beat somebody with it. But Celtics, y'all get a fire. And they get a second round pick. Yeah, it's been 30 minutes. Mama said, yeah, so I'm liking that. Then so Celtics, you definitely get a fire for that because y'all got Tatum and everybody coming back. Tatum gonna try to come back this year. I think he been out since last year. I thought he was just gonna come back during the playoffs, but he gonna might come back a little faster. That's gonna be something to see. And you see how he said he wanted to be. He hoped to be himself. If he can't be average. Okay, see, you getting a fire because it's actually a fire trade. He gelled in with them so nice, Jared McCain. So that was fire, and they was already doing good. They already was 40-12, so that was a good trade. Um, that fire. So OKC is fire. 76ers, they get 2026 first round pick and 3 second round picks. So Sixers, they did fire on this year on the trade, and they got a little team right now, so they looking good. They 29-22, they looking good. Let's go Bulls. The Bulls are in 11th seed right now. Um, did they do good? Yes, they did. This trade is fire. I'm a little mad at Detroit, but this trade is fire. But Detroit looking good because what's the name is playing good, Jenkins. But they had faith in Jenkins over Jaden Ivey. I'm kind of still a little hurt with that, but I'm gonna wait for the process. Because this looking like a Pistons. I know. Y'all gonna say bandwagon. I'm running with my home team, but no, they look real good, and it's looking like they gonna win just by the bad boys' way. They playing off hustling and playing good defense, not hacking like the bad boys though. That's the only thing I didn't like about the bad boys. They was hacking too much, making up Jordan rules. But anyway, so they picked up Leonard. The Bulls picked up Leonard Miller, Anthony Simmons, Robert Dillingham, Colin Sexton, and Osuma Ding. So the Bulls went fire. They trying to make the playoffs. Y'all all right? What's that, babies? Okay, love y'all. Um, Tim's spot was the Hornets. They picked up 2 second round picks. Oh no, did Daryl Sarkis? My bad, did I write that on? Did Daryl Sarkis? Oh no, he left the Bulls. Or no, or did he leave the Bulls? We'll check up on that one. But anyway, back to the Hornets. 10th spot, 24-28. They picked up Kobe White and Mike Conley. I'm gonna say no fire. I can't give you no fire on that because you already got some guards over there. I don't know why you need those guards. They like 2 more point guards. I don't know why. Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm gonna have to say no fire. And I know y'all gonna be like, hey, y'all gonna be in the comments and everything. Go ahead and subscribe, and I'll tell you why it's no fire. I just seen it the other night who the Cavs lost, and they went to a close wire game. James Harden was hitting the three. It was looking good, but why did they scoring back to back on you, James Harden? You, you, James. I don't know why y'all like Luka Doncic so much when James Harden is Luka Doncic 2.0. He give you mad offense and nothing else, like literally nothing else. And his offense is consistent. It's facilitated all around him. So I'm gonna give Cavaliers no fire. Y'all got James Harden over here. He gonna take up the point guard spot. But then you bring Dennis Schroeder just in case James Harden don't work out. I don't understand that. I'm giving you no fire. Keon Ellis and Emmanuel Miller. I'm giving you no fire, Cass, because it didn't even work out. You just lost to somebody. I think it was the Celtics with their bench or whatever. I see. Pacers. How did the Pacers do? Pacers wasn't trying to tank. They wasn't trying to tank to get the first round pick, even though they're in last place. Like, let me see if they're in last place. Yeah, they're in last place. Even though they in line to get the first draft pick, they still made. So this fire for the Pacers because they made Gary Vaga Zubac. They need a big man and Kobe Brown. So that was fire. They not just trying to tank the season over at Pacers. They still got heart. They trying to win and make the playoffs because they ain't that far. Well, no, they far. I ain't gonna lie, they far. They're in 15, 13, 39. They look bad. Okay, the Grizzlies on the West Coast. They're in 11th. Walter Clayton Jr. Ooh, that's nice. That's gonna put pressure on. They putting some pressure on John Morant. If he don't play good, they got a backup. That was nice. So I'm gonna get Grizzlies fire off of that. Taylor Hendricks, don't know that player. George Nang, don't know another player. I think I heard of Kyle Anderson. So I'm gonna say Grizzlies was kind of fire, but I still gotta see because they gave up Jaren Jackson. But I'm gonna just say fire, mid fire. But they did get some big, so I'm gonna say fire. They just putting all the. Well, I can't say it's super fire because I don't. They putting all their faith in John Morant. I don't see it, but I would have kept Jaren Jackson and traded off for John Morant. I don't just keep it real, but all right. They got a different superstar, but we'll say fire for the Grizzlies because they put in their faith. That means they should make the playoffs since they put it all in John Morant. They said Jaren Jackson was the one not helping in the way for John Morant because they got shooters now. They wouldn't got shooters, so they want to space out the floor and let John Morant drive. So we'll say fire for the Grizzlies. If you don't make the playoff, I'm gonna say not fire, like I already was believing. But anyway, because 13th, now the third Jazz is right behind the Grizzlies in 13th spot, only 4 games behind. So this is really, I'm gonna say both trades is fire Grizzlies and Jazz because both organizations are testing each other and testing their players. They like John Morant. We gave away Jaren Jackson in our same conference. We want to see if you're gonna get buckets and be better. We gave this boy away to one of our rivals that's only 4 games behind us. That's fire to watch this. So both teams did fire because Jazz and Grizzlies, I think they should sneak in the playoffs if they with these trades. I think both of them because Jazz got Jaren Jackson Jr. I like that. John Concord, don't know him, but Jock Lyondale, Vince Williams. But I know Utah got a system up there. They be teaching kids, and I heard some little things about it, but the races and things. But that kind of runs everywhere. But their basketball situation always be good. They be developing players. But ninth spot is the Clippers. They was 24-27. And see, all these teams in the West Coast, it can be a battle, just like the East Coast too. The team's so bad this year, you a few games to making the playoffs. But man, the Clippers, I had to do a super fire on this because they gave up James Harden and got a true point guard with Darius Garland, and he younger, and he more sustainable because long as you just let him run, give him, he can really get the point guard and ball in him. Because Kawhi Leonard can play off the ball, so this trade for me is super fire. Darius Garland, he like to penetrate and dish and keep the floor balance, so he gonna have him and Kawhi should be working amazing together. And they picked up the Benedict Marathon. even though he had a couple of mislaps, defensive mislaps in the finals with the Pacers. I think that was last year. But he's still a good pickup. He just made a lot, and they get two second round picks with Isaiah Jackson. I don't know who he is, but on 2K they had him slapping my junk everywhere. So I'm gonna say and Duncan. So I'm gonna say Isaiah Jackson is a nice. This Clippers got a fire trade, super fire trade. Because I ain't gonna lie, 2K really be right with their players that come on next. Because they got Cooper Flag not doing nothing on 2K. And he got a lock badge, but they was wrong about that. But anyway, back to it. We got the Mavs. So I was perfect on that comment because Mavs was up next on my list. So the Mavs was like literally like the Mavs, even trading Luka Doncic, the Mavs has been on fire. They trades from 25, 26 after losing that champion in 2024. They are been right with it because I had said it. I was like, when I watched that finals in 2024, I said I would get rid of Luka Doncic. He just blew a whole championship. Dirk won a championship, and this was their chance to have another one, looking the same way. And Luka Doncic blew that championship, so they did right on the list. We're looking at here. He draft by getting rid of Luka Doncic now. So you got to really say fire, double fire. They got Luka Doncic. You seen what he just did last night? How he choked that shot. He over there sabotaging. He sabotaging the Lakers. But that's why they didn't want that in the Mavs. So the Mavs end up. This is still off of Luka Doncic. The Mavs trade is super fire for Luka Doncic because they done literally get 9 to 10 people plus Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. Cause now they getting and they in the 12th spot. They still can make the playoffs. They 19 and 32. But this is a little. I wrote these down a long time, so their record probably either better or worse from this. So most of these teams. So I'm only about like a week or two. I did this. I was supposed to do this video during the All Star weekend. So Mavs they getting 2 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks. So what's that? That's 5 players already. Not to mention other trade they made for Luka. Plus, this is still all ongoing Luka trade because Anthony Davis is a part of helping them get all these people. Chris Middleton. Oh, y'all remember Chris Middleton? He must have lost a step because they gave Chris Middleton 10 here for a nice little package to the Mavs. Chris Middleton played defense and he hit the bucket. He hit the shot open. So Mavs should make the playoffs of Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson. I don't know AJ Johnson, Malika Brown, but I know Marvin Bagley. He played defense. He a nice big, and he can step out and shoot. Marvin Bagley with they putting some pressure on PJ Washington because I think them two should be playing. I think that you should start Marvin Bagley at the center. I think you should have PJ Washington at the power forward, Cooper Flag at the small forward, and then you should have Nimhard at the 1, and then for the 2. I think Jason Kidd, like that must be Doug Christie's son because he be playing him a lot. So, Doug Christie and him play together. So maybe go ahead and put Christie up to 2. But I would have went with the Marshall guy at the 2 for size to penetrate and let. Well, no, you probably do need Christie to be out there shooting. So let Cooper Flag penetrate. So Mavs, you was fired with that trade. You should make the playoffs. AC, we got the Warriors 28-24. This changed because I seen the Warriors beat the Lakers, I think, with that squad. That's how you know the Lakers. We about to get to both of them right now. Lakers up next after this anyway. So Warriors beat them, and Kristaps Porzingis wasn't even playing, which is somewhat a mid-fire, but Kristaps Porzingis haven't been showing it. Boston would have been still be good. I think Kristaps Porzingis is like the same story I did on Luka Doncic. I think he got injured too, and it tore his game up. And he just playing through it because I haven't seen Kristaps Porzingis be really dominant since New York and Washington days. Like he didn't show me nothing really on Boston, and he ain't show me nothing on Atlanta. And he should fit. He should fit in the Warriors scheme so good because the Warriors like to spread out, set a screen, pick and pop and hit threes. So if he don't, if Kristaps Porzingis don't have a good year and war at the Golden State Warriors, if he don't have a good year this year and next year get healed up because I think he injured. So if he don't heal up to play in the playoffs this year or next year and have a good year, this might be Kristaps Porzingis' last little go around. And now the lastly, yeah, for lastly on the list, I don't got nobody. I think that's it. Yeah. Lakers was the last on the list with the trade for Luke Kennard. I'm gonna say not fire at all. You already have this type of player in Jake Larver that you're trying to make up. And but I see what you're trying to do, spread a shooter, because I seen you. It's fire for y'all for see, only why it's fire for is for JJ Redick scheme. JJ Redick trying to scheme something. I don't understand. He already so I was right too when I said LeBron and Luka Doncic cannot play together because this trade uh was for the second for two JJ Redick running two strings. He trying to play. He put LeBron in them to starting sometimes, but he know they can't play together. This trade was so we seen it already. Luke Kennard was out there. He had the Luke Kennard, Jake Larva, Luka Doncic, Rui, and I forgot the fifth person, but it wasn't LeBron. So this Luke Kennard fire trade for JJ Redick because JJ Redick running two strings, and he see that LeBron and Luka Doncic. So I was definitely right. They can't play together. So on that Lakers trade, I say it's no fire, but for what he trying to do, it's fire. I guess that's what they wanted, but it didn't even work out. So much love, y'all, man. Thanks for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe. 'Cause that's the only thing we need. We've been doing good on watch time. We better be done with watch time. So man, much love to y'all. Hug your mom and dad, brothers and sisters. Put God first in your life. If you don't want to put God first in your life, put some morals in your life. Still have something to stand on, know wrong from right, and to just be positive over negativity. So man, much love y'all, man. I'm about to go hug my wife and kiss my kids. Man, love y'all. Have a good day. Let's go, baby.